Hey T Squad, it's your girl Keisha, and I am here with a brand new Spill the Tea video. Well, we have pretty much heard from everybody in the Love and Marriage Huntsville cast. Everybody has spoken out on the first two episodes, but one key person has pretty much been quiet up until recently, and that is Melody Cherie, honey. She has finally taken to social media and some interviews to tell her side of the story based off of what we have seen on the first two episodes of Love and Marriage Huntsville season 4. So I want you guys to take a look at this footage, and I will be chiming in here and there to give my opinions on the things that she had to say. So let's get into it.
The narrative of you being a mean girl, child. I've been over that. How many seasons now that's been being said? Oh, so many seasons at this point. I mean, at this point, I don't care. Think whatever you want to think. You free to think, feel. I don't care. It ain't stopping no coins over here. I'm still blessed. So obviously, God don't think I'm too mean. God don't think I'm too mean, child. Because, you know, the way he been looking out for me, I'm good. Now, you just said... Hey, y'all stop with the shenanigans. Are you doing movie auditions yet? Yes. It's so much fun, too. I be laughing at myself a lot of times. Y'all have to stop and just laugh at myself. Yeah. You are not mean at all. I'm not. I'm straightforward. I'm direct. I'm not a mean person. Like, I don't walk around trying to think about ways to get somebody back or to treat somebody bad. See, to me, that's what I consider a mean person. I don't do stuff like that. I'll react to you, though. You're not going to run over me. You know. If that's mean, okay. That's fine. I don't care. Because God clearly doesn't think so. People don't understand Scorpio energy. They don't. Did you see one of the posts? Child, listen. I done had so many people DM me, listen, about Wanda in a post. I am not in the position to go back and forth with a double-minded, triple-minded, quadruple-minded person. I mean... We have seen her stance change up how many times now the past few seasons? 1 minute you in front of me talking about, Melody, you gonna get a good man. You deserve to have a good man. Then you talk about my children. Now you talking about, then you talked about Martell, call him a hoe, ho. And then you and Martell almost started fussing at Jalen and Maurice's graduation thing last season. Y'all was calling each other bees or whatever y'all was doing. Now you coming for me. I mean, who? Child. I ain't even got the capacity to try to... Child. Honey. Nope. Not here for it.
Well, I see Mel listen to my advice all last season when I said, do not waste your time arguing with somebody with a freeze, a French roll, and finger waves. They ain't got nothing to lose. They ain't got nothing to lose. They don't give a fuck about life, child. Don't even waste your energy. That ain't nothing but the devil, child. You can't trust nobody that get 3 hairstyles in one, and 3 hard hairstyles where you need spritz and eco style gel. That's a hard head with a soft behind. No, you can't do it. Don't even risk your freedom, because people like that, like I said, got all the time in the world. They don't give a fuck about going to jail. They don't give a fuck about fighting. They don't give a fuck about ending up in the hospital. No, nope. Marceau told us they are from the other side of the tracks. So don't even go there. This next bit of audio actually comes from YouTube channel from Crystal XO. Shout out to her for being able to secure an interview with Mel. They discussed a lot during the interview, but I just wanted to give you all some key points that I thought that you would want to hear. If you all would like to see the actual interview, head over to From Crystal XO YouTube channel. Now let's get into some of the tea that Miss Melody dropped.
I do have to ask you, because we saw on this first episode, one of your castmates also was in the studio. What are your thoughts on seeing Destiny go in, and it appears that she's, doing kind of taking a step in your footsteps and kind of sharing what she went through in her marriage. That's what it sounds like. That's what the snippet sounded like. But what do you think about that? Her kind of taking a page from your book and kind of, finding a way to celebrate her own, or at least share her own issues with music as well.
I wish her well. There are many artists, many women who are sharing their journey by way of music. So I wish her well with that.
When Marceau did release that picture showing all the guys there with Martell in Atlanta, did you feel like, at least because, up until now, it's like, well, no, this is not true. And you had been saying this is like, there's stuff going on that everybody doesn't know about. Did you feel a little bit vindicated? Like, now you guys see what I'm talking about?
I don't really try to be vindictive, so I didn't feel vindicated. I just felt like the cards are falling where they're falling and playing out how they are. Of course, we all knew that the guys took a trip to Atlanta. All of us knew that. We know when they went. I didn't know, I didn't know any more information than any other ladies knew. I didn't know who all was there, who all wasn't there. I really don't have the inside scoop behind the Atlanta trip. So when the picture was dropped, if you ask me, if I thought that it was being shady, absolutely. Anybody in their right mind, I don't care how you try to spin it, call it what it is, like own it, stand in it. I was being shady. And, see, that's how I am.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes people can't take me, because I am very direct and straightforward. But I don't have any inside scoop on that trip. As far as I knew at the time, our husbands was all taking the trip. Husbands, boyfriends, fiancés, whatever, taking a trip to Atlanta for the weekend, guys trip. I mean, they've also been to Vegas together, guys trip. So what all took place and what all happened, girl, I don't even know.
I'm really glad that she asked that question, because after last week's episode, there were some people that said that, Melody was being a mean girl. Melody was, basking and glowing in the light of the other couples having marriage issues. They were saying, that misery loves company. She's enjoying all of this. And I think that sometimes we as viewers forget, and that's why I always remind us with these reality shows that this is in fact a reality show, and things are being edited out and cut and edited to look a certain way. So I'm glad that she was able to clarify that she has said to Kimmy on camera that, work on your marriage, protect your marriage, work on it, and all of those things. And I think when it comes to Mel, based off, some of her past behaviors, that, people like to villainize her when, like she said, Kimmy has asked me flat out very, deep personal questions, and I've answered them, and there's never been an issue between us. She's has other castmates ask her questions about her marriage, and she answered them, not a thing. But when it's the other way around, it's like, oh God, here come Mel, she just mad because her husband cheated on her. And that's not always the case. But anywho, let's continue.
Seeing the friendship kind of fall apart between you and Destiny is something that a lot of the viewers have been vocal about. We just love seeing people, women supporting each other, and especially because there was so much missing. The reunion worked a little bit to clear it up as far as Destiny's situation, but the viewers still have questions like, how the hell you just gonna leave all this out? And we got a little explanation, but it seems like there's more coming in the music. But that's scene with Tisha and Destiny, where they mentioned basically that you felt like you heard them talking about you outside the door. What did you think about that scene? Was that taken out of context, or what is your side of that? Because we didn't get a chance to hear you go in depth into it.
Well, what I think that we saw was two people who'd already beforehand had a conversation about what they were going to say and what they weren't going to say. I think that's exactly what you guys saw. Yeah. Because if there was nothing said to be taken out of context, there never would have been an apology after that, where you admit, yeah, I was talking about you. I ain't gonna lie, because I was in my feelings, because I felt like, you had pulled away, whatever. That enough, honestly, that was enough for me. But as you will see through the season, it wasn't just that. There are multiple things that caused me to set a boundary. Okay. And to draw a line in the sand. You know what I mean? You guys will get to see and hear more of that as this season goes on. It wasn't just that one thing. You will see, hopefully, depending on how it's cut, you will see me discuss, oh, well, on the stage, you said this and it wasn't true. But guess what? To spare you, I didn't even expose it and pull up my phone and say you were lying. I just let you have it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So there were multiple things. I think, of course, then you guys see Stormy is introduced this season. And I think one of the reasons that our friendship works so well is because I have a lot I'm doing. She has a lot she's doing. And if we don't talk to each other on the phone in a week, when we do talk, it's like, what's up, girl? What you been doing? Hey, we pick right up. You want to go get something to eat? We pick right up. There's never is she mad at me? Did I do something to her? What's wrong? It's none of that. So for me to have a friend, and because in 6 weeks, you heard from me in that 6-week time frame, but we didn't hang out. We weren't talking on the phone. It became I don't know where our friendship lies in only 6 weeks. That's kind of, so we get to the reunion on the stage, and that's my first time hearing you say you don't know where our friendship lies. Yeah. I was thrown. Like, okay, girl. You know what I'm saying? So, I've gone through a lot. I kind of have no tolerance for anything that ain't 100 and ain't solid. Anything that's negative energy, I have no tolerance for. And I'm a Scorpio all day, every day. And my cutoff game is on point. And I have no hard feelings, no ill will. I just cut and keep it moving.
What was that comment about? Well, she's a Scorpio. Was that was that referencing? Do you think that was referencing you being able to cut people off, or you being able to? What was that about?
Girl, I don't know what she was referencing, but I just know that's what she said. And she said, because Mel, my name, Mel, not she. It was because Mel's a Scorpio. Well, there are no friends of mine that can say I've ever sat around with anybody that they've gone through a lot with and rebuilding a friendship with, and I'm discussing them at all. I don't do that. Yeah. I've never been the person to say, oh, I don't want you to be friends with this person. I don't want you. I always, from the beginning, see how it works for you. Because again, everybody's relationship is different. It may work for you, even though it didn't work for me. Right. So I'm not that kind of person. However, don't be discussing me. Yeah. Don't do that.
Are you and Destiny friends first? Were Destiny and Martell friends? Because it seems like there's a little bit of conflict in the fact that she's still very good friends with Martell, and you are obviously, done with that situation.
So the key word I used earlier, was loyalty. So let me tell you about this. So I was with Martell for over 14 years, and we got married in 2008. I met Destiny in maybe 2017. Oh, wow. Okay. Never heard him even talk about her. Okay. I'm just being honest. Yeah. Honestly. And I met her because she and her husband and Martell were really good friends or had grown up together. So then she started coming around with him. Okay. You know what I mean? That's how I met her. Before then, if anybody had asked me, do you know Martell's friend Destiny? I would have been like, no, never heard of her. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't at our wedding, no birthday parties, no outings we were having, nothing until maybe 2017. Okay. So I think there's a play that they're trying to manipulate the story on this, like they just had this long-term friendship, but that's fine. People like to play games that way. That's fine. Do I think they have something going on outside of a friendship? No, I don't. Yeah. I don't think that. But what I will say is that while she knew Martell before she knew me, I also knew her ex-husband before I knew her.
Mm-hmm.
And me being privy because we were friends to some of the things I knew he was doing to her that I wasn't cool with, my loyalty automatically kicked in, and he got blocked. He ain't got my number. He can't call me, can't text me, can't follow me on social media, nothing. You know, and she didn't have to ask that of me. It became as a woman. And I'm looking and I'm here with you while you're going through this, and I'm seeing the pain they're putting. Girl, I was like, oh no, block. You know what I'm saying? So her knowing a lot of the things and seeing a lot of the things as well that I've gone through, I'll just say everybody's loyalty ain't set up the same.
I've been in that exact situation before with one of my exes. I actually met my ex through my bestie Monique. They were actually friends. Of course, me and Monique had been friends longer than they had, but regardless, I met him through her. We started dating. She started seeing things, you know, and hearing about things in our relationship that she didn't like, which made her fall back on him outside of her own personal reasons. We had a tumultuous relationship. She was there through it all. And never have I ever told her, you know, after we broke up, don't you speak to him again or anything like that, because once again, they were friends before, you know, we got together. But it was a thing on her end, just because I was her best friend and how close we are, where she just herself made the decision to fall back on him. Not to say if she saw him she wouldn't speak, because she most definitely will, but it would never be a situation where they like talk on the phone and kick it with each other like they used to in the past, out of just her respect for me and our relationship. And I'm one of those friends where if you don't fuck with them, I don't fuck with them. That's just how it is, period. So you're not going to catch me kicking it with them and all of that type of stuff. Nah, that ain't me. Now, I don't know how it would be if I was in the position Monique was in. If one of my male friends ended up dating one of my friends, I don't know, because it just depends on how the relationship unfolds and everything. But it is a very sticky, complicated situation to be in.
Melody, you low-key messy though, girl. Call me what you want to call me, baby. God bless you on your journey. I don't care.
It's the God bless you on your journey. I don't care. That's how I'm gonna start answering people. God bless you on your journey. I don't care. Yes, Melody.
What you want to say? I'm gonna keep asking as many questions as I want to ask. Period. Now, I ain't the one. I'm not finna take no low blows. Now, I ain't doing that. But I'm gonna ask as many surface questions dealing with what's happening on social media that we're talking about. I'm gonna ask as many questions as I want to ask. Period. Now, you can start calling. I'll be concerned about your thoughts if I start doing stuff that's just real low, real, just like, ooh, that hit deep. That's a cut. That'll be different. Until then, y'all, bye. Y'all better get some tough skin. Y'all be too sensitive. You filming a whole show. I'm gonna ask as many questions I want to ask. The same way I got asked questions for 3 years. Don't get mad when them tables turn. I'm asking questions. I'm just asking questions. That's it. If you don't like mess, no kind of little bit of mess, honey, this ain't nothing compared to some mess I done seen on some other shows. So y'all really tripping. But if you ain't used to a little bit of mess, baby, you might need to just go on away from reality TV. Now I'm going to tell you straight up. Just go on away from reality TV. Go watch HGTV or go watch PBS. Yep, they asked. I had a whole bunch of the first 3 years. I had a bunch of tough questions come my way. Things I had to talk about. Child, baby, bye. Now I'm just going to sit back, ask questions, smile, and get a check. That's it.
I do feel that people tend to forget that this lady has been embarrassed to the 10th degree on this show. She has been in more embarrassing situations than all of her other counterparts. She has went through infidelity on national television, talking about it, the mistress embarrassing her on social media, her husband having a baby on her, being forced to answer questions on whether or not she gave another man fellatio. All of these things, having to deal with the embarrassment of her psychopath ex-husband. So for viewers to get on her for asking Kimmy a simple question of, if you did find out if he cheated, what would you do? And people are all up in arms. I'm with her. Have several fucking seats, because the other ladies haven't went through nearly as much as I have. Everything that they have gone through has been hearsay questions or whatever the case. Second behind her would be Tisha, then Kimmy, then Destiny, then Tiffany. So yeah, people really need to get out their fees. I agree with that.
That's a lie. I want everybody else to be messed up, hurt people. If y'all don't go on with that, baby, bye. I'm gonna ignore that little fake page, because they really just falling. Sometimes y'all get narratives from places and then y'all run with the narratives, not even knowing what you really talking about.
I don't personally think that Mel wants to see the other women be in the same predicament as her, because if I was in her shoes and I was seeing a lot of the stuff that was going on with the ladies' husbands and I was their friend, I would be trying to put them up on game as well. You know what I'm saying? Because everything that Marceau says on social media is not a joke. You all remember the video I showed you all about a month or so ago when Marceau got on live saying that Maurice ain't concerned with Kimmy. Maurice is the worst husband out of all of us. You know what I'm saying? How his mama calls him Mrs. Kimmy or Mr. Kimmy. Everything is not a joke that comes out that man's mouth. And so, especially when she was telling Kimmy to keep your eyes open when it come to your brother-in-law, because that shit ain't normal. It's not funny. It's not a joke. You know what I'm saying? He's being truthful to some extent. Or if he's not being truthful, he's being a fucking hater and trying to put the spotlight on y'all to take it off of him, which is even worse. So, you know what I'm saying? I agree with her on that. But before we go, I have some exciting news for you guys. Next Friday, I will be interviewing Love and Marriage DC star Ashley Brittany. She is DJ Silva's wife. The interview will be airing Friday on the Color Me Pynk channel at 6 p.m. Central Time. I can't wait for you guys to see the interview. I have more interviews coming from the Love and Marriage DC cast and some other exciting things on the way for you guys too. So we rocking and rolling in 2022. Get ready, get ready, get ready. So you guys, let's talk down below in the comment section about everything that Mel had to say. What do you guys think? How do you guys feel about her answers and comments? Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you, pumpkins, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.